In Kashmir, it's traditional that at the beginning of any function, they sing a much more elaborate hymn to Svacchanda Bhairava, which embodies the Aghora Mantra. The last verse that Swamiji's priest was reciting is a very sweet verse to Svacchandanatha. We actually have a translation of that verse of Swamiji talking about what is the reality of Svacchandanatha and why is he so important.
विश्वैक रूप विश्वात्म विश्व सर्गादि कारणम पर प्रकाश वपुषम स्तुमा स्वच्छंद भैरवम. We bow at the feet of that Svacchandanatha with 5 heads. Ishana Tatpurusha Sujojata Vamdeva and Aghora, these 5 mouths. We bow our heads before that Svacchandanatha, who is Vishwaik Rupa, who is one with this whole universe, who is universal. Vishwatma, who is embodiment of universe. Vishwa Sargadikaranam, who creates the universe, who protects the universe, who destroys the universe, who reveals the universe, and who conceals the universe. With his 5 acts: creation, protection, destruction, concealing and revealing. And that Svacchanda Bhairava is Paraprakash Vapsham, embodiment of supreme light. Light beyond all the 3 lights. It is above all the 3 lights. These 3 lights which are seen and experienced in this universe, one light of Agni, fire, one light of moon and another light of sun. All these 3 he supersedes that light. That light is beyond these 3 lights. Madhya prana nivishta hams paramaha yorom kupashaya prana sukshma yamarshi shali vapusha sarda trikotyaatmaka. Madhya prana, in the central vein of breath. Nivishta hams parama your rom kupashaya. These rom kup means the well of each hair, these pores, all the pores. And in these pores there are special pores, and those are 3 crores and a half crore in number. And these are the openings of breath produced by Madhya Nadi, central vein which is resided in Sushumna Nadi. Central vein, Sushumna, these pathways are produced from this central vein. So, although there are only 5 pranas, breaths, pran, apan, saman, udan and vyan, but in fact, when you calculate it differentiatedly, these breaths are 3 crores and 50 lakhs breaths, which are produced by Madhya Nadi, central vein which is resided in Sushumna Nadi, in body. And these 3 crores and 50 lakhs breaths, these breaths are referred to in heaven also, in the upper field, in the purer creation. For instance, one creation is creative field, which is created in impure way. That is from earth to Maya. From earth element to Maya element is impure creative scale. And that resides in one's own body also. And that resides in the whole universe also, in 118 worlds also. And there is one pure creative section, from Maya to Sadashiva, not including Maya. Maya will go in impure field of creation. So this God consciousness also is differently experienced by yogis. One kind of God consciousness, it is inferior God consciousness. It is experienced in Shuddhavidya. And when you go ahead, another God consciousness is experienced in Ishvara. That is superior to this God consciousness of Shuddhavidya. Another God consciousness is experienced in Sadashiva. This is superior to that in Ishvara. Another God consciousness is experienced in Shiva and Shakti. That is purest. And between Maya and Shuddha Vidya, there is Vijnana Kala. Yeah. Vijnana Kalas are 3 crores and 50 lakhs in number. Tan mantratmataya vilomayati yaha Svacchandanatha paro devo savidadatu bhairavapu teja param shashatam. Tan mantratmataya vilomayati. And Svacchandanatha is conducting this. Because this pure state of God consciousness is for elevation. There is no fear of decreasing. It has the tendency to rise. Whereas the Ashuddhada means from earth to Maya, it has tendency to rise and to fall also. It can fall also. But this pure state of God consciousness, it is not. It has tendency of rising. That Svacchandanatha, we bow to that Svacchandana who does this job in pure elementary state.
And Vijnana columns to these 350 lakh pranas.
Whatever is residing in universe, that you will find in your own body. This is the mystery. This is the secret of Ekaikatrapi tattepi shatram shattaturupata. Even in one tiny insect, there are 36 elements. There is power of 36 elements. In that mosquito who is sucking blood at night. 118 worlds, yes. He has capacity of going to 118 worlds. He has capacity of residing in 36 elements. He has capacity of residing in 5 colors. That small, tiny insect who can be smashed very easily by us. And Svacchandanatha who does this job, we bow before his feet. And that Svacchandanatha, may that Svacchandanatha bestow us that Prakasha who is owned by him always. That Prakasha of Lord Shiva.
Swamiji, in that verse, what is the meaning of the word Bhairava in that verse?
Devo savidadatu Bhairavapu. Let that Deva who is Bhairava and Svacchandanatha, let him bestow us Teja Param Shashatam, that Prakasha, that which is established Prakasha, and Shashatam means immortal Prakasha. That Prakasha which does not go away. But it is very easy for him to do if he so wills.
Things happen.
Alice had a question about the Aghora Mantra. Why are these energies frightening to the ignorant? They're frightening because they keep us entrenched in the differentiated world. They're frightening only in that sense. They're frightening. Swamiji said a beautiful thing, because the same question was asked him, why are they frightening? He said, they're only frightening for consciousness. They're only frightening for universal bliss, because they take you away from universal bliss. And he said, when you go back, when you go towards universal bliss, he said, that's frightening for differentiation. Differentiation, our habits get frightened when we move towards universal bliss, which is our own nature, which is our nature of God consciousness. So they're frightening in both ways, he said, but not frightening in that scary way. They keep us entrenched in our own small little bubble of the world without understanding, without knowing that we are actually, as he said, all these energies, all these gods and goddesses, all of these are in our own body. And when a person realizes their own nature, they feel that expansion in the universe. They feel that they are everywhere and they are all things in the universe.
But they can be frightening in a way when those energies pull us down, then we become frightened by things in the world, right? We don't feel like when the energies that lift us, they give us that courage and that strength and that deeper understanding and deeper faith. But then when the other energies, when they pull us down, is when we become frightened by things that there's no reason to be frightened of.
Yeah, frightened of
You're
losing,
depressed.
frightened of losing your life. I mean, frightened
Right,
of
frightened of other people losing their lives, or frightened of what is going on in the world, right? It's part of the whole frightening, but that's because those energies are pulling us down, right? And so maybe realizing that it's just the energies that are pulling us down, and that a lot of this is just fear created in the mind, might help lift us to go to more of the higher uplifting energies.
Yeah, a few questions have come up there about, is Svacchandanatha Parabhairava? If you'd have to look at the chart for the tattvas, and understand a little bit this. Swamiji refers to Svacchandanatha as Lord Shiva's right-hand man. He said he's his PA, because in the state of pure, Paramashiva, there's no form. It's just universal consciousness spread in all directions. And in the state of Shiva Tattva, when Shiva comes out of that ocean of consciousness and comes down slightly, Swamiji says, but doesn't lose that universality, it becomes Shiva Tattva. That's the 36th Tattva. And within Shiva Tattva, all those five energies of what he said before, Svacchandanatha, his five faces represent Chit, Ananda, Icha, Jnana, and Kriya. So each of those, so Svacchandanatha comes into play in the state of Shiva Tattva. It's above the state of Sadashiva. It's above that. So that's the reality of Svacchanda Bhairava. He is the custodian who Lord Shiva has put in charge of just running the universe, whereas Lord Shiva in the state of Paramashiva is the universe. But he says he's Lord Shiva's right hand man. The state of Parabhairava is realization even above that state.
Yeah, the verse we just heard, George, didn't he equate, I mean, in that last verse, he equated Svacchanda with Bhairava. He said,
yes.
So.
Yes, but Parabhairava is the state,
Parabhairava is different.
Is the state of Supreme Shiva. That's Paramashiva. And Bhairava is that state which manifests those three energies, Aghora, Aghora, and Goratari, in the entire world.